Hey everybody, it's Shandi Q again. My sincerest apologies. I had promised an every Friday podcast related to the JJ Hawk Band, and boy howdy did I not pull through on that one. I would say at this point, no, we finally have a small studio for me set up in my home. And I now get to come to you as often as I would like instead of on specific days. So, yeah, what am I doing today? Why am I coming to you today? First of all, this football game is driving me absolutely nuts. We just hit a tied game with 5 seconds left on the Bills and Broncos game, and I can tell you honestly, I am rooting for the Bills. I think Josh Allen needs to go to the Super Bowl more than the Broncos do, but that's just me. That's neither here nor there. But basically, guys, I am all set up, ready to rock, and to introduce you to the newest song. Now, originally, my plan was to take you a little back in time and start from the beginning of the entire journey for JJ Hawk. But today I have a little bit of a different approach for you. I will be going back, I will be showing or introducing you to a lot of their music. But this one I had to bring up because, so we're going to jump all the way actually because I was blown out of the water by this one. First of all, it is out there. You can listen to it anywhere, but you will hear it here. My critique on it, or my take on it, I'm not critiquing it by any means. In fact, I don't think there's a critique I can give to it. But basically, yeah, I wasn't expecting what I got. So when I originally started working with them, I was listening to all of their music and then going back and more or less basically telling them what I liked, what I didn't. There isn't anything I didn't like, right? But there was something missing. There's a difference between not liking something and something missing. And that was the fact that we have a very strong female vocalist and we have a very strong male vocalist. And I was thinking to myself, out of all of these songs, why do we only have like one or two duets? So I asked the writer, I said, hey, is there a chance that I could get you to consider a duet? Do you have something loaded up and ready to go? Could you do a duet? And he goes, well, we can think on that. We can probably work on something. And I left it at that. We went on about our business, and I continued to help him out where I could and watch and see how the world out there perceived them. And you guys have been insane. As far as podcasts go, right, now we're just completely focused on the JJ Hawk Band. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. That's what I love. But what surprised me most is when I pushed one of the songs out there, Glass Kingdom, it blew up. It amazed me. I was like, see, everybody else is starting to pick up what I've been feeling since the moment this band was introduced to me. So, looks like we're going into overtime. Yay! Anyways, Bills aren't out of it yet. So here it is. The time had come. I did the podcast and turned around and didn't do another one. Couldn't get to time in the studio to do one. The way that I wanted to do it, the more professional way. So, I am officially all set up now, and hopefully can give you a better experience. So anyways, let me introduce you to this song. But before I do hit play on this song, guys, I need you to understand how completely taken aback I was by it, right? So first of all, when they sent me over the paperwork and the song and said, here you go, here's the new one, here's when it's going to drop, you get to see the paperwork, and it says style, and it says cinematic gothic, sorry. I'm dyslexic, you'll have to excuse me. So anyway, style is a cinematic gothic atmosphere with aggressive modern rock energy. So that's the style. The length is 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Tempo, Yeah. So that's only for like music geeks. If you guys want me to include those specifics, I will, but for right now, unless anybody comments, I'm not going to. But then there's this portion called the theme. And this is what they wrote, and this is wow. So Tainted Destiny, name of the song, is a cinematic goth rock anthem about breaking free from inherent expectations and refusing a future written by someone else. I think we all kind of been there. But actually what really went on to just... first time I saw this, I cried. It says dedicated to our 6th unsung bandmate, Shandi Q. This one is for me, for you, from all of us. Oh my gosh. So guys, yeah, I have a bit of a partiality to this song, but more so in the lyrics, more than anything. But let me tell you something. Let me hit play on this song. Let me introduce you to this. And I really want to know what you guys think. I will give you my take when we are finished with the song. And so here we go. This one is Tainted Destiny, JJ Hawk.
Names are etched beneath my skin. Stories I was born within.
The past still talks like it knows best. Hands me rules I never said. I didn't choose the lines they drew. I won't become what they assume.
I cut the thread, I changed the scene. This future isn't theirs to me. They call it fate, I call it a lie. A crooked road they designed. Every mark they left on me won't decide my identity.
If this path was set to end me, I'll rewrite it relentlessly. still speaks to me, but it won't write my history.
If this path was set to end me, I'll rewrite it relentlessly. I don't answer to what's behind me. This is my tainted destiny.
Guys, again, that was Tainted Destiny. It's an insane song. First time I heard it, I was absolutely in tears. Basically because I was coming from a very vulnerable situation. I was really trying to find another avenue of what I wanted to do in life. I do have a pretty much 9-to-5 job kind of thing, but on the side, I try to help people where I can, and help is what I want to do for this band. But then they go and they do this. They dedicated this song to me, and I have to tell you, there are some very, very raw emotions written into this song, because whew, I'm just going to read a couple of the lines here that just, they bring you in and they shake you to your core. At least they did for me. So one of them is, I didn't choose the lines they drew. I won't become what they assumed. I mean, isn't that everybody's life, right? We all are on this cog, and basically you are going to be one of three. You're going to be a blue-collar worker, a white-collar worker, or, geez, you could have been like me 20 years ago, homeless. I guess not quite 20 years ago, but yeah, homeless. You could be exactly what they expected you to be, or you could be something more. And I think a lot of people expected me to be a lot less than I am today. So I'm pretty proud of that, which is like this song is fighting back and forth. It's telling you that it's you don't have to be anything that you don't want to be. Everything that everybody's ever said, it's up to you, right? So they call it fate, and I call it a lie. That's just insane. Like, wow. Every mark they left on me won't become my identity. Whew. Yeah. If this path was set to end me, I will rewrite it relentlessly. How many times have you come up against that brick wall and you just want to break through it, and you just want to punch something, and it's just, you wish and wish and wish. So the only way to overcome that is to rewrite it yourself. I don't answer to what's behind me. This is my tainted destiny. So, oh my gosh. What I take from this song is probably very different than a lot of people. I think the song can touch a lot of people in very different ways, and that's what makes it so versatile. That's what makes it so easy to love, because what it meant to me on that day is different from what it means to me now. And just every time I hear it, there's something else that I can think of that easily could have changed my life's direction, and somehow I found a way to persevere. And that's exactly what we all want to do, is persevere. We don't want to be stigmatized. We don't want to be the person left behind. We all inherently want to be loved, and we want to be appreciated, and we want to do good in life, and we want to have money in the bank account, and we want to be able to do things, travel, whatever it may be. The way this world works today is there's so many avenues in which someone could possibly quote-unquote make it, right? But you have to put in the time and the effort. And I think what I took from this more than anything is, a lot of times I listened to the people who I really shouldn't have. And I just assumed that I would be nothing in life. And now I look back, and boy, howdy, were they wrong. Yeah, so I figure I'm right in between blue collar and white collar. There's a lot of things that I do In a year, that if I look back, for instance, this year, 2025, not 2026. If I look back in 2025, I can easily say that I probably did three jobs for the same company and 2 additional jobs outside of the company. And in doing those things, they're all things that no one ever really said I'd be good at. And it turns out I'm pretty damn good at them. So, I didn't let things hold me back. Let's continue to talk about this a little bit, breaking down a few of these verses here, and then I will just let you, I'll let you in on a little secret at the end here. So, anyways, one of the things that the verses say is and it really, really just, it's kind of like if you ever watch Stranger Things, it gets into your mind, like Vecna. Anyways, every doubt they tried to plant never stopped what I became. Right? That's Vecna. Let them talk, let them pretend. I don't need the past to mend. I think so many people sit there and think about what the past held for them, and they dwell on it. They don't stop and look at where they're at today, what they can be proud of, what it means to be where they're at today. So I can definitely say I was one of those people. Being neurotypical, I tend to, when I focus on one thing and one thing only, and it usually is along the lines of how crappy I feel I had performed at work that day, or maybe how crappy of a wife I am because I didn't get up and do something today, instead of realizing that the people around me don't see that. I'm the only one relaying that message to myself. So obviously, the past doesn't necessarily need to mend, is what it's saying, because it is what it makes you, right? Your past is who you are today. And I really would not change anything that I am today. Thank heavens for where I am at. But maybe there's a few of you out there that just need a friend, and music is what gets you through. You need a friend? Just comment down below. Comment on this, and I'll be your friend. There's nothing that, no one should ever be alone. No one should ever be afraid. No one should ever feel regret all the time. So anyways, got off on a little tangent there. There's one more part in here that I don't answer to what's behind me. Now that can be taken 100 different ways, but for me, it's like once you've made a decision and you've moved forward on that, you don't need to answer to anybody but yourself. So if you're not answering to what's behind you, which means they can't mark you for that. Listen to the again. I don't answer to what's behind me. There's a lot of stuff that happens in everybody's life. There's stories that can be told. I can tell you 100 stories, things that went on, and I don't have to answer to any of it. It's behind me. Why dwell on it? But a lot of people do. So, anyways, take a listen to that song again. You can find them on a lot of different platforms. I believe there's at least 20 different platforms. But the biggest ones are SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify. You can also find them on Bandcamp. All the social media platforms. We got YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, X, and Instagram. So anyways, go check them out anywhere you want to go. I will be posting the lyrics of the song, but if you've made it this far into this podcast, and I'm calling it podcast very lightly, basically just a music review more than anything, but I told you about a contest that we would be putting together, and we finally have it together. So here's the deal. JJ Hawk Band has paired with Dark Dialogue. If you haven't heard of Dark Dialogue, you can, all the things I just said, you can find Dark Dialogue. Dark Dialogue is a podcast that helps bring names to Jane Does, helps... They do have a funny show called Rocky Mountain Reckoning. There is another spin-off show that they've done where they basically look at the weird things that go on in this world today. But it's all related in the fact that it's true crime podcasting. And I like to call the main lead of that podcast, his name is John. I call him the country, or was the Western Paul Harvey. Anyways, basically, his voice is amazing, and then his partner Angela, they play off of each other very, very well. It's a very easy listen, and you get to hear about solved cases, you get to hear about unsolved cases, you get to hear about Jane Does. But basically, they're an up-and-coming podcast. They've been going for about a year. I have, on the JJ Hawk side, worked with them to come up with this. And the reason for that is because JJ Hawk band has decided that, I want to say we, I'm the sixth unsung hero, or unsung band member. Anyways, so we, the JJ Hawk band, are pairing with Dark Dialogue. They are using a few of our songs as dedications to the Jane Does, the ones that they're trying to find closure for and their families. So anyways, I heard from them this week, and guys, this is where it gets super, super exciting, right? So I told you about the contest, and I have a TikTok video out there, and it has quite a few thousand views. I'm pretty impressed. But anyways, what I want you to do is comment on just this one. Wherever you're hearing it, it'll tell me. But if you comment, I will give you 10 entries. The reason for that is because you've made it this far into the podcast, and ultimately you deserve the opportunity to win what I'm about to tell you. So, with the pairing between JJ Hawkman and Dark Dialogue, you won't even get the chance at $100. You will get the chance at $200. You heard me right, and it's right here. I just told you, you have a chance at winning $200. Who could not use that in today's financial crisis that we're all going through, especially here in the U.S., if you are hearing it in the U.S. But anyways, comment on this exact podcast that you are listening to, whatever platform it may be, and I will give you 10 entries if you've made it this far. So, if you want a chance to win guitar picks or maybe a guitar strap, how about a clock that's signed by all of the band members? Everything that we have. We've got blankets, we've got mugs, I don't even know what Dark Dialogue's coming up with, other than the fact that I know that they contacted me and said, hey, we want to give $100 too. So, comment on this video, get an automatic 10 extra entries. If you go over to TikTok and listen to that video, you will learn how to get even more entries. The more entries, the better your chances. Thank you again all for listening to me today. I appreciate you. Thank you for going off key with me on this one, for sticking around for the last 25 minutes. All in all, I just want to say, hey, the JJ Hawk Band loves all of you. I love all of you. And now that I'm set up in my new location, we'll be coming to you more and more. And hopefully we all find friendship in each other. Until next time, guys, love to everyone, 07 to all of the military out there, and I will see you on the next one.